What's up, everybody? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the newest version of Cassian Andor from Star Wars Andor. So I recently did a channel member only poll with this figure and 4 other ones as far as the order in which to review them. The Imperial Armored Commando got first place with 44% of the vote. Dead Ramiro got second place with 33% of the vote, and Cassian got third place with 22% of the vote, and the other 2 figures got nothing. So yeah, this version of Cassian. All right, so he was dressed like this at the beginning of Rogue One. And I've heard that in Season 2 of Andor, there's going to be quite a few time jumps that lead right up to the events of Rogue One. So I'm really excited to see how they're going to do that. This may not be the most exciting figure in the world, but it does look really good. And of course, it comes in this box, Star Wars The Black Series up top. Through the window, you can see Cassian. He comes with a couple of blaster pistols. So the smaller of the 2 pistols, I don't know what that is in Star Wars land, but I do know that the prop was built on an FN57, which is a real-world pistol, the 5.7 by 28mm cartridge. Very cool, and this one is the pistol portion of an A280 CFE, which was built on the upper and lower receiver of an M16. Which is also very cool. Now, there is one accessory that I wish they would have included in this. While he was dressed like this in Rogue One, he had a satchel on. That would have been an awesome accessory. It's okay. Here we have Cassian Andor. He's number 10 in the Andor line, and here we have Star Wars Andor. The front window wraps around on this side, and there's the side with the artwork, and look, there's the satchel. They could have put it right there. Huge missed opportunity. Anyway, moving on. There's nothing on the top, and on the bottom you got the barcode, small print, and logos. And there's the back. You got the same picture that's on the side. You have a short bio in 5 different languages. Again, he's number 10 in the Andor line, and you got some more small print down there. And Cassian's bio says, Cassian Andor continues the journey that will shape him into a leader of the rebellion. As political tensions grow, he is forced to rise to the occasion and take a stand for everything he believes in. All right, I'm going to get Cassian and these 2 blaster pistols out of this box, and let's take a look at them. And here's the latest version of Cassian Andor out of the box, and I'm liking this. I think this looks nice. Let's take a close look. We'll start up top with his head and face. And yeah, it's not bad. I still think my favorite Cassian head sculpt is Aldhani Mission. I really like that one, but this one is pretty good. The eyes and the nose and the mouth are good. The scruff looks great. The skin tone is nice. Now, the hair in particular on this one, I am really liking the way it hangs right there. Little part on the side, and you have tons of nice detail in the back. I mean, that's just well done. I think overall, from the neck up, I think this is pretty good. And from the neck down, we have his outfit from the beginning of Rogue One, and obviously at some point in Andor Season 2. It's a lot of black and brown, but the details are stunning throughout. I mean, this coat in particular, the collar looks great. You have this going on this shoulder, very cool texture. You have this on this shoulder with this little hose. This was clearly visible in Rogue One. So that's good. You got this here. That little thing looks great. This hanging down. I mean, there's just some great sculpted details throughout this coat. Sleeves look pretty good. That's what the back of the coat looks like. Some lines and wrinkles. I mean, just a well-done coat. As far as the undershirt, kind of a Luke Skywalker vibe going on with that little flap. That's kind of neat. Some nice wrinkles, but it's just a black shirt. It's okay. Now for hands, all right, so you got a trigger finger on the right. The left hand is a little too tight of a grip for my taste. I would have preferred a slightly more open hand. I mean, he's not firing a rifle or anything. This is just, it's pretty tight. It just looks a little weird. Anyway, moving on. The belt looks good. Okay, got a nice shiny silver buckle there. It's a separate piece, okay? It's only glued in the back, okay? There's no paint anywhere except on the buckle, but it's no big deal. No huge deal. The belt and holster overall look great. And the pants, you have tons of sculpted details throughout these pants. I mean, just all these wrinkles and just little goodies sculpted in. All look really good. And as far as the boots, I am digging the boots. These boots are killer. Got this little strap across the top. Got this flap there. Soles look good. Yeah, just nice looking boots. I mean, from head to toe. Again, it may not be the most exciting figure in the world, but I do love the look of it. And let's take a look at articulation on this new Cassian. So you got some very good side to side at the head, some pretty good tilt, very good up and down. He has lots of range in his head, so I'm liking that. Arms go up all the way to there, and he has some incredible butterfly joints. If I move the coat out of the way, you can see just how deep they're cut. If I can get the light just right. There, you can see how deep his shoulders are. He has really good butterfly joints. And of course, they can rotate around for elbows. They get way past 90. That's awesome. Swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, and a very good up and down hinge on the right hand. And the left hand has a side-to-side hinge. It's okay. For midsection, you've got some very good twist, some pretty good crunch, as well as back, and some excellent side-to-side tilt for legs. Okay, they get all the way up to there. The holster does not get in the way at all. They go all the way out to there. That's very good. They go back to there. That's great. So there's no thigh cut, but you do have some rotation at the hip joint. Knees get past 90, so that's good. There's a swivel at the knee, and he also has boot swivel, and feet go all the way down to there. They go up just a little bit, and there is some swivel at the ankle. And speaking of ankles, the ankles on mine are so loose, both of them. I'm probably going to have to throw some Mod Podge in there to tighten them up. He does stand pretty well, but I do have to kind of balance him. But overall, I would say the articulation on this new Cassian is great. And for accessories, we'll start with the A280 CFE, the pistol portion of it, and I think this looks good. It's very similar to the other ones that we got with the Rogue One Cassians, with the exception of it's missing the little bit back there, so you can plug the stock into it to put it in the sniper configuration. It's almost like they just snipped it off. But it's okay. It's a cool sculpt. And again, this is made on the upper and lower receiver of an M16. You can see the magazine well, striking resemblance, the ejection port, your charging handle, and even the forward assist back there is still there. I mean, all the parts of an M16 are clearly visible. But yeah, it's a cool pistol. And let's see how this goes in Cassian's hand. Okay, very well. Yeah, trigger finger drops right through the trigger guard. Let's put him in a very basic firing pose, and yeah, that looks nice. And the elbows on this new Cassian are outstanding, so you can have him firing low from the hip like this, and this looks good. And because of these wonderful elbows, you can get the blaster all the way up to his head like this. And even though the ankles are very loose on mine, here he is in a wide stance. He's pretty stable, and this is a pretty cool pose. So he holds this blaster well, and he poses well with it. Let's see how the holster works. It's a big old box. The barrel will stick out the bottom, and yeah, that looks really nice. And something I want to look at, okay, so here's the Rogue One Cassian, the original one on an old body, okay. Here's the little nubbin on the back of this A280 CFE to plug the stock into. This being an older figure, he really can't fire this weapon in the sniper configuration that well. It just doesn't look that great because of the elbows and, you know, it's just an older body. So I want to put the stock and the extended barrel on this one and see how a modern Black Series figure holds it. Let's put the extended barrel on and let's slap the stock on. Yeah, that's not bad. Now on this pistol part, the stock doesn't fit on very tightly, and this extended barrel really doesn't fit on that tight, so it does bend a little bit, but it's nice to see Cassian finally be able to hold this thing naturally. That's actually pretty good. I'm impressed. Yeah, that's good to know. I think this looks awesome, and I had to seriously deform this hand to get it around here. This is such a tight-shaped C. I don't know why they did that. Super tight. And it's going to go, yeah, very, very tight grip. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't plan on posing this Cassian like this, but at least it works. And here's the other blaster that comes with this new Cassian, and this is pretty cool. It's a cute little thing. You have like a wrap on the grip, and the silver paint looks fantastic. That's what the flip side looks like. Yeah, kind of more of the same, but it is a pretty cool little pistol. And let's see how Cassian holds this little thing. Get in there. There we go. Yeah. Not bad. Let's get him in another basic firing pose, and yeah, not bad at all. And there he is in another wide stance. I think this looks good. And there he is firing this one from the hip, and this looks good. I mean, he has so much range in these elbows, and I forgot to show him drawing this pistol, but you can imagine, you know, when you have elbows like this, he can easily be drawing the blaster, and that looks really nice. And there he is with this one up next to his head. So for this version of Cassian, I'm going to leave the A280 CFE in the holster, and I'm going to display him with this little blaster because of this scene from Rogue One, right? This is what he used to take out the stormtroopers there on the Ring of Catherine. It's a pretty cool little pistol, and it's very unique. So I'm going to display him like this. So let's go stick this new version of Cassian on the shelf, and let's see what he looks like there. Actually, one thing real quick, I wanted to see if I could pose him like this scene of him blasting those two stormtroopers. And it's pretty close, but you can't quite get the left arm across, and you can't have the right arm extended too much, otherwise you can't point it in this direction. But it's not bad. So let me put him back the way I had him, and let's go stick him on the shelf. And there he is on the shelf, and I think he looks fantastic. You know, there's not a lot going on with the figure as far as the outfit, but the details are there. I think overall he looks really, really good. I'm happy with the head sculpt. Again, I think Aldani Mission is my favorite. I mean, that is Diego Luna right there. This one is not bad, it's not bad, but I think overall the figure looks really good, and I'm happy to add it to the Andor display. So bottom line, I think this is a very nice looking version of Cassian. I think the head sculpt looks good overall, but the outfit, man, the details on the outfit are pretty amazing. I mean, this jacket in particular, just well done. Both blasters are very cool. He holds them well. He's very posable from head to toe. I think it's a good looking figure, but just like always, I would love to hear from you guys. So comment below and let me know what you think of this latest version of Cassian Andor from Star Wars Andor. And if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, smack like and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. I would certainly appreciate it. And something else that I would love for you to consider, and that is joining the channel. It is the 112th Battalion. It's only 99 cents a month. You'll get sneak peeks to upcoming videos, some custom emojis and loyalty badges, all those cool things. I would definitely appreciate that. But just like always, thank you guys so much for watching. See y'all next time.